Missing person, Brianna Marie Knights, date of birth 11/4/1992. She was supposed to be with her mother in Oakland, Maine. Directions given to the hospital staff, 211, and an advocate caseworker who declined to make sure that Brianna was even taken and dropped off with her mother at the noted hospital. Mercy Hospital in Portland, Maine is where Brianna was last known to, supposed to have been transferred from Burlington, Vermont, University of Vermont Hospital. You're going to hear all the recordings, and you're going to see pictures to provide proof, fact, and evidence. My daughter was raped, and how did she end up at a Safe Voices into the hands of Willie O'Keefe and the person that, raped my daughter in Island Pond, Vermont last week? She ended up in the fucking hospital. Proof, fact, audio, picture, evidence, and Waterville PD received the call February 3rd, 2023, asking dispatch, how do I make a missing persons report? And they declined to assist appropriately. So we're going to ask for those records as well, as I'm going to show you the pictures to prove to you that a missing well-being persons report was made on my daughter February, as well as March, as well as April, and again yesterday, May 3rd, 2023, Brianna Marie Knights, date of birth 11/4/1992, approximately 90 pounds, 5'1", 5'2". She has blonde hair, blue eyes, and a music note tattoo on her left cheek. So let's ask Daddy-O at 48 Dr. Mann Road, Skowhegan, Maine, 603-531-5800. Why is your daughter missing again? Out of desperation, Brianna contacted her father to go with him because she thought she would be safe until she could find her mother. And now it's been reported to me that Daddy-O doesn't even know where his daughter may be. Of course, he talks shit enough about me that nobody wants to discuss it or even look for Bree. But let me tell you something, shit's coming around real quick because this time we've got advocacy, and there was a case manager that told me, your daughter's medical papers reveal she was raped. Here's the sexual assault pamphlet. Patient care partnership. None of this medication should she be on, and they know it, and I told them about it, and they still fucking dosed her with it. Mind you, you're going to hear I have all rights to make the medical decisions and legal decisions on my daughter, given by her, audio recorded and videoed, and then boom, the conversations were altered and avoided. I've not heard from my daughter since. I insisted that my daughter have a full medical exam, and they didn't want her to do one. And I'll tell you what, I insisted, my daughter insisted. They even tried to tell me that Brianna was declining behind my back. Well, no, the fuck she wasn't. And here's the proof. Look. Stop calling my daughter an addict, because she had no illegal fucking substance in her system at fucking all. Jeffrey Keaten, and you're a fucking disgusting pig. One day it's going to come around to somebody when you keep on calling my daughter a drug addict or something and saying that she's on drugs. One of these days somebody's going to tell you and show you what drugs do to people. And it's going to be proven, because you know what? I've had about enough of you people doing the shit that you do, sex trafficking and drugging my daughter, and then Jeffrey Keaten have the fucking audacity to allow your scumbag friends and relatives to say that your daughter's a fucking drug addict because that's what you tell them. Does that make them feel better? Does it make you feel better to call your daughter a drug addict, knowing that you're a fucking drug dealer your goddamn self? Jeffrey Keaten, 48 Dr. Mann Road, Skowhegan, Maine. I suggest, and so does the public, that you go out there and you start finding your daughter. Because I am her mother, and you are going to be found guilty of all of the criminal activity that you did to me. I was 17 when I got pregnant, Jeffrey Keaten and Joel Cummings. So which one of you are ready to do the DNA? She had no legal or illegal anything in her system until they diagnosed her With what? A sexual fucking assault? That's right, Safe Voices. You have some explanations to be giving to the public. Waterville PD, you got some great explanations, as well as Maine State Police, Janet Mills, Attorney General, Aaron Frey, Vermont State Police, Kevin Bickford, and all of you involved, including noting that my daughter had suicidal thoughts. This was in a University Medical Center in Vermont before she was transported to Maine General. Sid, what happened to her records of this? Did Maine General give her more medication on top of the other medication? And you got her father and his so-called telling people that no Brianna, that she's a fucking drug addict? I heard the conversation recorded, and I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be sharing it. I'm going to share all information, and I'm going to talk to the subject that's very well aware of it, which would be the case manager that pointed out my daughter had been raped, and he's right here in the area. So the perpetrators would be suspects to be named, would be starting with Willie O'Keefe, Sidney Cross, and somebody with the last name Hebert. Brianna had no illegal substance. She was fucking raped. Burlington, Vermont hospital staff, as well as Maine General, you damn well better be explaining to everybody where my daughter is. Find her, get her to me, because these are the directions and the phone number that you had for me to receive my daughter at this home. Bree, if you see this, this is the address you need to be. Here we go. So she gets to Maine after being given the fucking medication list I just showed you from